I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Oh, yeah, man. Got a radio show. Do you understand that? I'm telling you, God been big in my life. God is a gentleman. You know, I wanna point that out to you. God is an absolute gentleman. He will not come in unless he's invited. He don't just barge into your life. He gives us the power of choice. You know, if you say you got it, I don't need you, he lets you have it. If you say, I need you, come see about me, he right there. It's just a real simple thing, man. So I always say to people this, if you've gotten yourself into something, and please know I have, man, see, that's why I'm so adamant about it. Because I've gotten myself in some circumstances and positions in my life. Boy, I've had some low moments, man. I've had some moments where I did not know what to do. I didn't know what was next. I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't have no more ideas. I was stuck. I thought a couple of times, well, might not make it past this one. But then if I don't make it past it, what's going to happen? And then I held on to this little thing that my mother kept talking to me about. She said, sometimes, son, when you ain't got nothing else in you, just hope. She said, just hope it'll be all right. You know, and what I've learned in my life is that hope is the beginning of faith. Hope is just, is there a possibility out there for me? I sure hope something happened. See, hope is okay, man. Because like I say, for me, the way I've lived my life, hope was the beginning of faith. It was just the idea. It's just the thought that something could change for me, that something could be a little bit different for me, that maybe, man, just maybe, for some reason, I could be saved. I could be rescued. Things could turn around. It could head in the other direction. Maybe I could quit messing up. Maybe somebody will forgive me. Maybe somebody will just say, all right, I don't know. But I can't count the times I've been in that position. But then once I hope a little bit, and then I remember also my mother, because she was a Sunday school teacher. She taught me the most valuable lesson I've ever learned in my life. Nothing has been greater in my life than my faith. She taught me to pray. Mama used to say, when it get real dark for you, son, prayer changes things. She said, when you seem like you lost and you can't find your way, stop and pray. She said, because prayer changes things. You know, when you get a point in your life when you've done all you can do and you can't do no more and you just don't know what to do next, she said, stop, son, pray. And combine that prayer with that hope that you got. She said, because that hope is the beginning of faith. She said, if you pray just hoping, she said, if God come through for you, that'll give you confidence that he can do it again. And then after a while, you quit hoping. She said, and you start believing. She said, and that's when you're on to something. If you can turn that hope into belief, that hope into faith, that's the ability to believe in something that you can't see. But the key, though, to faith is you're believing in something that you can't see. See, hoping a little bit different from me. Now, I'm pretty sure, like I say oftentimes, I tell a lot of people who can explain this thing a lot better than I can to you. Hope is just kind of, I don't know how to say it, but I'm just telling you, hope is you just hoping it work out right. You just have a thought in your mind that, you know, man, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are to me, God, I sure hope something change. Hope helps, man. If you ain't strong enough to have faith, have hope. Hope. And then if you pray with some hope, and God answers your prayer, then that hope gains a little confidence. And after a while, that confidence becomes faith. Now it ain't just hoping, but I'm believing. I'm believing in something that I cannot see. Faith has been the key to my entire existence, even when I didn't have any. It was faith, as I look back on it, that has gotten me here. And not just faith, but my faith. See, you will only get to where you're going in your life based on your faith. See, a lot of people get the word faith confused. Like, what's your faith? And then they start going down this whole list of all these different religions out here. But really, in essence, man, when I talk to people about faith, I'm talking to you about your belief. How much do you believe in the unseen? See, faith is the core of all that is happening to me today. It is the faith that I have in my relationship with God that enables me to just oftentimes, if I stay on the right course and believe a certain way and act a certain way, his blessings just pour. They just come. And it comes in a lot of little ways, too, I've started to notice. See, it ain't just, a lot of people think blessings is money. No, man, that ain't it. It's coverage. It's every time my plane lands safe. It's every time they predict bad weather and I get up in the sky and it don't be no bad weather. You know, this is favor. These are blessings that get poured out to me. Somebody call me and offer me something. Not money, but an opportunity. See, blessings come a lot of ways. But once you tie into God, once you tie in and you start doing the best you can do, and you start asking for him to make you a better person, to help shape and mold you into the kind of man or person that he wants you to be, you'd be amazed what God can do with you, man, if you just invite him in and allow him to be a part of your life. I mean, what you got to lose out there? Come on. Why would you not change? Why would you not allow God to be a part of your life? God got some big plans for you. If he didn't, you wouldn't keep waking up. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is here, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Another blessed day. I just want to say thank you, God. I really do, for just keeping me, for allowing me another opportunity. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm going to take full advantage of today and do the best that I can to turn this blessing into what you intended it to be. That's how we started it right here this morning. You understand? I'm here representing a crew. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, Junior, better known as, he's better known as Junior. His government name is Kill Space.
Thank you.
The legend, nephew Tommy, and yours truly, Junior.
Yeah.
What today could possibly be on your mind?
Well, Unc, you know it's prom season, Unc.
Why is that a problem for you?
Well, it's not a problem, Unc. I'm just saying, what was it like when you went to prom back in the 70s? You know, what was you putting on? What was you driving? Where you go eat at?
Well, I drove my sister's car. Yeah, this was 1974. She had a 68 Cutlass. I drove my sister's car, waxed it all day. Mm-hmm. The girl I was taking, she had lavender. She wore lavender, so I had on lavender tux, white ruffle shirt with lavender ruffles on it, black velvet butterfly bow tie.
Come on, boy.
Bell bottoms.
Come on, man.
Flag Brother shoes, wood platform and heel on them. $14, had them in layaway so damn long, just hoping to God I could get them out in time for prom.
Yes,
The music back then was Jungle Boogie and Hollywood Swanger. Those were the two hit songs, Cool and The Game.
Yeah.
And boy, you couldn't tell me nothing. That girl was asleep at the prom and at the reception. Sleep. Yeah, she fell asleep. Her brother, I mean, not the reception, after prom.
Oh, the after party.
Her brother told me not to take her. Her brother's name was Junie. We was boys. Junie said, "Hey man, don't take my sister. You ain't gonna have a good time." No man, but she pretty. I'm gonna go and take her. Pretty don't always translate into a pretty good time. I can tell you that right now.
Was she tired? I mean,
Why she
Did you go eat dinner before the prom?
No, man, we was eating at the prom. What is you talking about? I ain't got no money for all that.
Oh man.
did she have to work? I mean,
before
why
the
was she so sleepy?
Had to work. She was in high school, sure.
But I'm
Work
saying,
quick.
why was she so sleepy?
Yeah, it wasn't nothing to this date. It was all right,
Yeah.
Just went to the church. Wasn't no love connection or none of that. Just come on, let's just go and get this over with. But the next day at the senior picnic,
Yeah.
I was riding with her on the train and saw Patricia Turner. And Lord have mercy, I jumped off the train at Cedar Point, climbed over an 8-foot fence, and spent the whole day with Patricia Turner. Oh.
Yeah.
Boy, you talk about make a dream come true. Yeah. I wasn't finna ruin my whole damn senior weekend.
Right. All right. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour. Yes, he did, Carla. It is the nephew and Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew and Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
We're gonna take it to a funeral today. And what we want is 3-minute remarks. We don't want 4, we don't want 5, we just want 3. Okay? And all of the Black America is thinking about changing that to 2 minutes. We're thinking about changing it to 2, but right now this is a 3-minute remarks. Cat Dog, if you would.
Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to reach a brother Keith, please.
Yeah, this is Keith.
Keith, how you doing? This is Lawrence over at Hill Funeral Home.
Okay.
We are the ones that have the doing the funeral for Sister Dolores. That is your aunt. Am I understanding right?
Yeah, that's Monty.
Okay, and as you know, the funeral is this coming Thursday.
Yes, I'll be there Thursday.
I'm giving you a call because it's been brought to my attention that you were going to be giving remarks for the funeral. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I wanted to call you because we're getting ready to print the programs for the funeral and let you know that they have taken you off for the remarks because they say that you're not going to be...
Hold on. What do you mean taking me off?
Well, what I'm saying is they say that you're not going to abide by the 2-3 minute rule that they have for remarks, and they've taken you off. And
who is they? Who? Hold on, time out. Who? What's the name again?
Lawrence. I'm Lawrence. I'm the actual funeral director.
Lawrence. And who told you to take me off?
One of the family members, I'm assuming, is who made the adjustment.
And an adjustment? That ain't no adjustment. That's changing the whole program. Who else is on the list?
I mean, there's quite a few family members doing different things throughout the funeral.
Okay. So how did you get to my name is what I'm trying to figure out.
That they said listen to me, Brother Keith, listen to me. What they said is that you weren't going to abide by the time. You weren't going to do your remarks in 3 minutes or less.
Listen. My auntie raised me. She put me through college, and you think I'm finna go up there in her funeral and be under 2 minutes?
Well, listen, Brother Keith, listen to me. Normally, when we have these funerals, people who give remarks, we have them 3 minutes or less.
Okay. So I tell you what, Mr. Lawrence, who else on the list? Is she on the list? Is she on the list?
We have a Sheila. Yes, there's a Sheila that's singing.
Take her name off the list. Take her off the list and put me where she's supposed to be with my time and her time. Is Bobby Jr. on there too? I better not be on there.
Bobby, yes, Bobby Jr. is giving remarks.
What?
That's Dolores'. That's Miss Dolores' son, right?
Yes, her son, the one that been locked up. He just got out of jail. Truth be told, he the one down there put her in the coffin. You need to take him off the list too. Give me all that time, because if I ain't gonna take nothing at my auntie.
Brother Keith, let me just say this to you. I cannot take Sheila or Bobby Jr. off. I can't make any alterations to this program unless they say that I can. Sir,
what you mean? You already taking people's name off. You taking my name off.
But they orchestrated this though.
Who is they? Who is they? They finna have a mother problem. They try to take me off my auntie program. Who is they?
Sir, I'm not gonna get into a family matter, but until they say that you can be on
in a family matter.
Sir, I'm not going. I don't want to have this turn out to be bad, and we want to have a great home going for Sister Dolores. Okay.
Damn right. And if I don't get to say nothing, I guarantee you it's gonna be a 2-for-1 in there. Somebody else gonna get their in the coffin too. I guarantee you that. If I don't get to say nothing at my auntie funeral, my auntie didn't pay for my damn college. I didn't put $6,000 in the funeral. I bet you. I tell you this, Mr. Lawrence. I bet you, whether I'm on the program or not, I bet you I say what the I want to. I bet you that much. You tell they that. My auntie didn't put me through college. I didn't put money on the funeral. I call around and see who ain't putting no money on the funeral. Tell them they can't be on the program. Man.
Keith, when they decide who's on it, if they change the format, then I will call you back.
Who the is they? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Who is they?
Can I tell you something? And I don't want you to get too irate, okay? Okay.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I just want to say this, Keith Wilson. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked. You just got pranked by your cousin Bobby Jr.
You bull. I'm Bobby Jr. up. I promise you that. I'm kicking Bobby. I know that. I mean, my blood pressure is all up. I ain't got time to be playing, man. Taking me on the damn program. I'm kicking Bobby ass. I know that.
Oh, Bobby said y'all grew up like brothers, man, and you was basically another son of Miss Dolores. That's right.
Yes, I was, man. Oh my goodness.
Hey, let me ask you this, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I do it when I do it, and I do it good. That's all I can say.
Coming up next, thank you, nephew. It is
Toot
Ask
my
the
horn.
Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
At the top of the hour in entertainment news, Carla and I will have our Seagram's Escapes Mother's Day happy hour later today. We want all the ladies to join us. We'll tell you more. Also, Megan Thee Stallion is honored in Houston, and Beyonce and Rihanna are making business moves in the fashion world. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, in the building. Here we go. Rodney in Spartanburg writes, I'm involved with a mysterious woman. She won't tell me where she lives, and when her phone rings, she goes away from me to take the call. I pick her up from work when we go out, and she's met all my friends, but I've only met a few of her coworkers. It's been 4 months. So why is she so reserved?
Well, Rodney, a couple of things. Either she has no plans for you in the future, or she shame of you.
That's it? Those are his choices?
I mean, what else could it be? She has no plans for you in the future, or she shame of you.
What, she couldn't be just taking it easy, taking it slow, get to know him, all that? Couldn't be that.
Well, then she has no plans for it. Yeah, that's all it is. It's 4 months. Come on, Shirley.
So get
Hard
out
as
now.
it is to find a good man out here, you find one and now you don't want him around nobody. Come on, let's stop this. Let's stop this right here. Who playing this circus trick right here?
He has
Some-
met a few of her coworkers, Steve.
Just co-workers. That's because he got to go down there to pick her up.
Yeah.
He can't come by the house. This
All right.
mysterious woman.
Is she married? All right, here we
Hey,
go.
Rodney, it's time for you to take a self-check, partner. Really, you need to look at yourself real close and just make some admissions.
All right.
It'll help you, man. It'll just help you in your life, in your future, Rodney. Just be real with yourself.
All right, here we go. Moving on to Maisha in Tempe. Maisha says, I'm 29 years old and I'm engaged. My fiance was DMing a woman that's 11 years older than me, and she told him that he should experience an older woman before he gets married, and he said, all right, bet. He swears that he has no intentions of having sex with her. Doesn't all right, bet mean that he wants to do it?
Well, usually when I say bet,
Okay.
it's because I know something finna pop off.
Bet.
Bet.
I bet.
I'm coming over there. I bet you won't bet.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Challenge, yeah.
But if he said it's no intention, then you have to find a way in your world to believe that. But what is the DMs for?
Exactly.
Oh, Lord, these people with this social media, man. What y'all doing?
I bet.
All right, bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's 11 years older.
Yeah, that's a good way to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creative, huh, Junior? Creative.
I bet.
All right, so you think he's gonna do it with the older woman?
Well, she
Yeah.
told him you need to experience an older woman. He said bet. I felt that way when I was young, too. I felt I should experience an older woman. Everybody feels that way.
To get the experience.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's
Then
a
when you
great
get older,
experience.
you think you should experience a younger woman. You're always lying to yourself.
I bet.
Tell
Can't
the
make up your
truth.
mind.
A man is constantly in a lie with himself.
All right, here we go. Moving on to Alexis in Harlem. Alexis writes, my 5-year-old daughter grabbed my face and pressed her tiny little lips on mine and moaned. I asked her what she was doing, and she said her daddy kissed her aunt, my sister, like that. My husband called our child a liar. Who's really lying?
Hell yeah,
My man,
that
lying.
Hell yeah, that little baby lying.
Yeah.
That baby ain't
Hell
lying.
well.
And that baby's telling the truth.
Yeah, that little baby done busted his ass.
Little baby about to be homeless.
Where you get that from? Where daddy kiss auntie? What?
Baby,
What? Yo, baby, she lying.
That's what he said.
What? Her husband said his child. is
Yeah,
lying.
hell yeah, he got to say that.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Where you get that from, daddy? When he kissed auntie? All right now.
she gonna get a whooping.
Baby about
Wow.
to get put out.
For telling
about to
the
happen?
truth.
Don't you beat that child.
telling the
Don't
truth.
you beat
Don't
that
put your
child
hands
for
on
telling
the
No,
You're not
no,
putting your
you
hands on
can't
that
spank
baby.
her for that.
No.
You can't spank your child because you stupid.
Right.
Right. Right.
That's a
That's
bumper
funny.
sticker,
Leave,
Steve.
leave that baby alone. Yeah.
Can't spank
That's like when I was cussing around my grandson and I wasn't supposed to, and he was in
No,
the high
you're not.
chair, and Marjorie came in the room and he said, "Papa, mofo."
What?
I looked at him. I said, "Oh, Black Uncle Tom, what is your ass in here telling this for?" But I was on the phone talking to one of my boys, and he heard me cussing. And he was just eating his little crackers, and when Marjorie came in the room, he said, "Papa, mofo." But he couldn't say it. But he was trying to say, Papa said mother. And, but all he got out was mofo. So that was
What did
that's when I
Marjorie
realized
say?
he was Uncle Tom, and I had to stop taking him places.
You didn't say he's lying.
No, I just looked at him and tried to get her. She said, Steve, where did he get that from? Baby, how?
You know you said it, dog. You know you said it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
And
I said
Marjorie
it.
knows
You
you
can't
said
get
it.
mad at it at all. If you said it.
All right, moving on to last one, Steve. Sonia in Texas. Sonia says, I'm married to a man that has a grooming schedule better than mine. And when he told me he couldn't move a box in the garage because he might damage his nails, I used an app on my phone to get 2 guys to help me clean the garage. My husband didn't approve, but what am I supposed to do if he's slacking off?
This is her
Some
husband?
Husband.
This is her husband?
Yeah. She's
You married
a
to
man
you
that-
married him?
Uh-huh.
He can't move a garage box because it'll mess up his nails.
His manicure, yeah.
No, that's
Wait a
that's what you call tendencies.
But he ain't got no gloves. Ain't
No, I
gloves
don't give a
in the
damn
garage.
what it is. It's called tendencies. You can't tell your wife you can't move a box in the garage because it'll mess up your nails.
He sure can't protect you.
And
That's
what do you mean by
Yeah,
tendency?
that's true. You can't protect.
Tendencies. He has tendencies. That's all that is. He has tendencies that may not be pertaining to being just a full-time husband.
Tendencies don't need no explanation. Everybody know what the hell tendencies is.
Do
You
they?
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, do they? Yes, they do.
I'm making sure.
He got tendencies.
Okay. All right.
He coming up short.
All right.
He standing on the
All right.
fence.
Thank you, CLO.
He playing in the water.
Yeah.
I have tendencies to close out this segment right here. Thank you, CLO.
He
Coming up at
double
the top
dipping.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some
Hurry
entertainment news for
He
you.
precious.
Hurry
Right
up and get out.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is for the ladies. Join me, your girl, Shirley Strawberry, and my girl, Carla Farrell, at our Seagram's Escapes Happy Hour. It is going down today in honor of all the moms out there. It's our Mother's Day Happy Hour. It's today at 4 p.m. Eastern on Steve Harvey FM's Facebook Live. We'll share our brand new favorite peach Bellini cocktail. We'll take some questions from you, of course, and have just good old girl talk like we always do. It's live at 4 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live on Steve Harvey FM's page. Get your favorite Seagram's Escapes flavor and join us today at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's
Come
gonna be
hang
fun.
out with your girls. Get your
Okay.
cocktail. Nothing's off limits. We're going to talk about everything. Balance,
Everything.
Meet me on the screen.
motherhood.
It's going
Oh,
down.
ain't nothing
Yeah,
off limits,
meet
huh?
me on
All right now. We down there wilding. What
Yeah,
y'all gonna
yes.
be doing at 4 o'clock?
Wildin'.
I know if Shirley drank that whole drink, I'm tuning in then. Hey, heifers. How you mothers doing? Yeah, this Shirley
Anyway.
Strawberry up in this piece.
We're going to have fun.
Yeah, we will. We always have fun.
talking
We
about
do.
to talking about.
Anyway, Steve,
Huh.
get your
Huh.
favorite Seagram's Escapes flavor and join us today at 4 p.m. Eastern on Steve Harvey Facebook Live. All right,
I done
on.
already drinks my
Be
drink.
quiet.
moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Well, Megan has her own hot girl holiday in the hometown of Houston. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner handed Meg the key to the city this past weekend and declared May 2nd to be Megan Thee Stallion Day. I love it. Megan posted on
Yeah,
Instagram.
Megan.
Come on, Megan.
She said, come home real quick to get the key to the city. And in honor of my mother and grandmother's birthday, May 2nd is officially Megan Thee Stallion Day in Houston, Texas. Thank you, Mayor Sylvester Turner, for honoring me today. And I will continue to give back to the city that made me who I am today. Hashtag H-Town. In December, you all remember that May graduated from Texas Southern University in Houston. She received her bachelor's degree in health administration. Following the ceremony, TSU established a scholarship fund in her name. Megan doing big things.
Yeah, Megan gives back big in
Yeah.
Houston. Good for her.
Yeah.
Third Ward, Texas. Go, girl. Hot
Me
girl
and Megan
summer.
both know the same people. That's all right. Go ahead, Megan.
How y'all know the
And
same people, Junior?
Hey, well, Megan ain't the only one got an award for Sylvester Turner. I got one too. Yeah.
What you get?
For our foundation, girl. You know, I'm big in Houston with this sickle cell. Come on now. I mean, me and Megan both got Sylvester Turner. I mean, that's cool. You know, I mean, I'm glad she finally got here. I was here first.
That's right, Junior.
You want some shine? Too?
I mean, I'm just saying now. I mean, hey, I was here first.
Junior.
H-Town,
All right.
Junior.
Another famous Houstonian is in the news as well, along with the beautiful mommy-to-be. Beyonce and RiRi are reportedly named as investors in Destree. It's a French ready-to-wear and accessories company. It is based in Paris. Destree launched back in 2016 and offers pieces that are essential and unique with graphic charm. Destree aims to open its first freestanding stores, reaching into several markets. The budding fashion brand has also garnered support from Jessica Alba, Reese Witherspoon, and Gisele Bundchen, among others. All of these are strong female business women, and we salute them.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
Really, really nice.
I don't know who all else you said, but you said Rihanna and Beyonce. You pretty much gone. You could have killed the story after that.
It's just winning right there, huh?
Yeah, they in it. Okay.
Yes.
But Steve, can we shout out Lori Harvey, Met Gala?
Flies little girl on that carpet to her daddy. I'm telling you, boy, that little Lori was not playing with him. Had on the little Michael Kors.
Oh, okay. Is that what she was wearing? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Michael Kors, and had a collaboration and stuff. Really, she really finding her niche,
Now, does she come to you for advice, Steve?
Very little. Very little. Not all the time, but, probably twice a year.
Mm-hmm. Twice a year.
I mean, twice a year for real father-daughter talk,
Oh, nice.
Those type of talks,
Keeps her grounded.
Yeah, but she listens. Lori's different, though. She listens different. Like, she don't say much. She'll just come to you and kind of like hint around the problem. Then if you guess what it is, then she'll let you talk about it. But she don't say much, because she know I'm going to just vent and say what I got to say. I'm going to make it known. And then she'll go off. And then she'll do it, though. She will do it.
She follows your advice when you do.
Well, pretty much so. I've seen her do some stuff that I wanted her to do, and she did well. But she's making some smart decisions on her own right now, which is really making us really proud. She's making some really, really smart. She's a good business lady, and she's smart, and she works hard. She works hard.
That's good.
Love that. Beauty and brains. Yeah. Go, Lori Harvey.
Great combo right there. Mm-hmm. Well, as we told you yesterday, in the case of Blac Chyna versus the Kardashian-Jenner family, the jury found members of the Kardashian-Jenner family not guilty of defaming Rob Kardashian's ex-fiancée, Blac Chyna, and using their influence to get her reality show canceled in 2016. So this ruling closed out a $100 million lawsuit brought on by Blac Chyna with a win for the Kardashians. While the jury found the Kardashians' behavior at times aligned with some of Chyna's claims toward them, it determined their actions did not affect the longevity of Chyna's reality show or her career overall. So there you go.
Damn,
so and Chyna said she will appeal. Blac Chyna said, her lawyer said she will appeal.
Wasting her damn time.
With the appeal.
Yeah, you go on with this here.
You lost 3 cars on this one, didn't you?
Car. All right, we're moving on. Coming up at 20 minutes after, Tommy has a question for you, Uncle Steve, right after this.
Uh-oh.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Tommy, you have a question for your uncle. What is?
I do. Okay, Uncle. Now, we got these 3 beautiful ladies here. We got Shirley, Carla, Monica, but they checking me on how I talk on TV. And I want to make sure that I'm doing something right. Now, you let me know what you think. Is it gala or is it gala? Now, which one is?
I think it's either one, depending on if you thirsty or not.
Huh?
If you thirsty, it's gala. If you done had something to drink, it's gala.
Okay.
Gala. It's several words that go like that. I mean, just why are they on you about this stuff?
They on me about certain words I say, not phrases or words. In opposed to. What is wrong with in opposed to? Is there something wrong with that to you?
Not at all. In opposed to. In opposed to what they be thinking?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, you got to get up out of here. Yeah. See,
Thank you. I knew I wasn't nothing wrong with me. Okay, is it himself or himself?
Oh my God.
Is it what?
Himself or himself?
Well, see, depending on what you're doing. You know, he did it to himself. Is
no.
good. And then, you know, if you're around some other people, you know, I know he better not bring himself back up here no damn more.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say himself.
No, that's really not a word we use, but I bet he better not bring himself up here no more. Not bring himself. See, if he doing it to his self, then it's him. We talking about him, then it's his self.
There we go. That's what I thought.
So wrong.
Now, is it Caucasian or Caucasian?
Say it again.
Caucasian or
With
Caucasian?
an R. Because you say that R.
I think that's white people with cars. Well, you just tell me what you think.
It makes sense.
Why are
to
you
me. I don't see the problem.
Say it again.
Is it Caucasian or Caucasian?
Well, that depends. You know, if you mad, it's Caucasian.
Is it?
'Cause
If you're mad.
Yeah, if you mad. Well, if it's mad, it's not even that.
Right.
But if you have to pick a
totally
two,
different.
it's Caucasian if you mad. It's Caucasian if you read.
Okay, last thing. They saying you can't say this. Whole nother. That's a whole nother situation.
Dog. Wow. That's a whole nother episode. I don't even know why we talking about this here right now.
Wow.
You know, man, we actually talking about a whole nother time. So I don't know what you bring it up for now. Because we talking about a whole nother time. And you know, Tommy, like, look, man, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them, dog. Do you?
But listen to you. Coming up in 34 minutes.
I be right a lot of times, Shirley.
What did you say? Is before that? What'd you say?
You do be. Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour. Oh, God, we'll have more of this ignorant show, right?
Man, is you always like this?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A school bus driver unleashes his anger toward a student who reportedly attacked him and spit on him while he was driving. The incident took place this past Friday when 72-year-old bus driver Jerome McNabb was finishing his bus route. The student reportedly spit on McNabb, kicked him, and threw a water bottle at him while he was driving. In video recorded by students on the bus, McNabb is seen punching the child repeatedly and then kicking him, calling him an MF. McNabb was later arrested that day for the assault, and the St. Helena School District in Louisiana said in a statement that they are currently working with law enforcement and the bus company after receiving and reviewing the video. The age, race, nor gender of the child was provided. The bus driver, again, was a 72-year-old black man. Social media comments were mixed in favor.
We knew that on
Jerome McNabb.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bus driver was a 72-year-old black man. Social media comments were mixed in favor of the 72-year-old for being disrespected by the child. And of course, the parents were enraged over a child being beaten on a school bus. The child is fine, by the way. We have that.
I don't give a damn if you ain't fine. I tell you what, spit on me.
Spit on him.
Throw this water bottle at me. Kick me. You fitting to take this ass whooping.
72 years.
His name ain't got to be McNabb. It could be Miles, Harvey, Spates. Any of these names are fit.
Yeah.
No, man. But you know what? See, these kids do what they want to do, you know. But no, man. Time out for that. Old dude, that wasn't the day. He already driving this damn bus. He already driving this bus.
Right.
He's 72. Mm-hmm. He ain't down there because he like it.
Right. Right.
Now, you done picked today. Well, today wasn't the day.
No.
Today was not the day. Welcome to manhood. Oh, you want to act like a man? Here you go.
Yeah.
I don't know a Jerome you can spit on. Every Jerome I know, I don't know one Jerome you can spit on.
I ain't never met a punk ass Jerome.
No, ever.
All the Jeromes I know got hands.
Every last one of them.
I say Jerome's in the house. Yeah, I mean, but everyone, don't you think, is on edge these days, Steve? Everyone. We need to keep our hands to ourselves. You can't be just going around hitting and spitting on people, kicking them, throwing stuff. You can't do that.
But see, these kids, man. You know, you come down here, you ain't got no home training, then you run up into somebody that home trains people.
Yeah.
And now here we are. We on the bus. We're on the bus with Mr. McNabb.
Mr. Jerome McNabb. Yeah.
You know, and Romy, because he Romy back in the day. Romy wasn't having it.
No.
Romy was not having it.
You need to sit down on the bus, let this man do his job, and try to get you to and from
to
school,
your house,
back home
safely.
Sit down, have several seats, and just
but you thought because he was 72. But see, here what you don't know. You can't poke the old bear. Sometimes, man, you just got to leave that old bear alone because you don't know what that old bear got. Now, you done got your ass whooped on phone cameras all over the place. Because you sitting up in there poking the old bear because you thought the bear wasn't going to do nothing. Well, the day wasn't the day.
No.
Oh, he ain't going back to that school. He's switching schools.
Oh, well, look, man, he going to lose his job. You know, because the parents are going to be, he beating his child on this bus. You're going to hear that. He's a minor. You're going to hear that.
You can't put your hands on nobody's child. You're
going to hear all that. This man going to lose his job. All
should
this
have known better to taking the high road.
Well, one thing Mr. McNabb did was made a model bus rider. Now I bet you be riding this bus different when you get on that now. Everybody hands to themselves. Look out the windows. Don't do that. He gonna be a model.
My daddy would have beat my butt again when I got home. It wouldn't have been over.
How dare you? How dare you?
Wait a minute. You did what to Mr. McNabb, boy?
Man.
Oh, man, my daddy would have killed me, man.
Yeah, it's different times for sure. Different time. Yeah. All right, thank you guys. Coming up next, it is the nephew and the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject is on-campus clowning. But right now, it is time for the prank phone call. What you got, Tommy? What you got?
Let me see what I got here, Shirley. In the prank archives. All right, here we have, God is not through with you, but we are. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Takara.
Who's this?
This is Brother Brinkley from the church. How you doing?
Oh, hey, how is it? It's I'm at work. Can I call you back?
Well, this is kind of urgent. I've called your house phone and I didn't get an answer, and I had this other number on file, so I wanted to reach out to you. But what I won't take long, but it really is
all right.
That urgent matter, if you don't mind.
All right, hold on. Let me step away from my cubicle. Hold on. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So what's Brother Brinkley? Speak to me.
Okay, we have a bit of a problem here, and we're trying to clean up a lot of things here at the church. You know, I hate to be the one to bring you some bad news. Let me just start by saying this. God might not be through with you, but we are here at the church. It has been brought to our attention, Sister Cara, that you guys are halfway coming to church. You might come once out of a month. You're not tithing as we expected. You know, the church can't really depend on you. It's you. You got, you bring your kids. I think your brother comes to the church, but everybody is coming every now and then. We cannot depend on you all to be the members and have the expectation of where we're trying to take the church.
Wait. Hold on. What, you say your name is Brother Brinkley? You're from
Brother
the church?
Brinkley. Yes.
And you work under the deacon? I'm sorry. I've never heard of you before.
I have been officiated by the pastor, as I'm over the finance. And we're going through all of the books and looking at all of the numbers of the members of the church, the directory, and we're noticing what people are paying tithes, what people aren't paying tithes, who's coming to church, who's participating in different ministries and whatnot. And Sister Takara, I have to be honest with you. You're there maybe once every once a month. We might see you, might not see you, you know. And like I say, God may not be through with you, but we are.
Well, okay, you keep saying that. Listen, why? I don't understand. Like, are y'all monitoring my church going? Like, I can't. I have to go every single week. I mean, I go when I can.
Why are you absent so much at the church? Explain that.
Well, I mean, I have 3 kids. You know, I mean, I have 2 jobs. Sometimes I don't. I mean, I still pray. I don't understand how a church can. Are y'all serious?
You got 2 jobs, but we're not getting tithes like you got 2 jobs.
Well,
you're not tithing like you got 2 jobs.
Because I can't afford.
You just said I got 2 jobs. That's what you just said.
And those 2 jobs are in support of my kids. I mean, I can't support the church and my kids at the same time. I can't do both. I mean, I give when I can.
Let me ask you something. What are you making on that other job?
Are you serious? Are you really? I didn't know the church got in this deep with. You really asking me how much I make in my second job that I take to support my kids? Come on now, there's got to be something.
I'm going to say this to you again. God may not be through with you, but we are. If you are not going to pay your tithes, if you're not going to come to work on a consistent basis, then what do you benefit the church?
Is that what the church is about? This can't be.
I'm gonna say this to you. Let me tell you what the church is all about. The church
if you say we're done with you again one more time, I'm serious.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. You talking about is that what the church is about? Let me tell you what the church is. The church is a hospital for crippled souls. You understand that? That's what the church is. That's what the church is. But when we have souls that are coming in to be saved, we are doing our job. And guess what? Those people that are coming in, you know what they're doing? They're tithing. That's what they're doing. They're tithing. You, Sister Takara, I'm sure your soul is crippled. You're not coming and you're not tithing. You may give us a little something when you show up, if you show up. Am I right or wrong?
Okay, hold up. Let me get one thing straight. This is what you called me for in the middle of my work day, to tell me that you're kicking me out the church because I don't give enough money to the church while I'm at my job that I can barely afford to pay my bills with. Matter of fact, I don't even know who you are. I've never met you in my life. And you know what? This church, this church. I hate to say it, but if that's what the church is about, you had the nerve to call me. I'm in the lobby of my second job.
Okay, now, let me say something now. You being very unchristian-like now.
Are you kidding me?
Sister Cara, you going to watch your tone and your language, yeah?
This is not Christian-like.
Well, now, do you know Brother Dwayne? Isn't that your brother?
Okay, and?
Now, Brother Dwayne is who told me to call you.
Really?
Yeah.
My brother. So what is this about? Huh? Brother, whatever? I don't know. What is your name?
My name is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your brother Dwayne got me to prank phone call you.
Nephew Tommy? No, man. Oh, I'm a kid. Dwayne. Oh my God, he about to get me fired from this job. I'm in the lobby screaming, people looking at me. Oh my gosh.
You all right?
Serious, Nephew Tommy.
Yeah, it's Nephew Tommy. What's up?
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. My heart is racing.
Tell me, Mr. Carr, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey.
May the doors of the church open.
Oh, please.
There might be one today.
The invitation.
Right.
In the candidate for prank calling.
Pass Stop.
Plain old pranking experience. Why don't you come? Columbia, South Carolina, the nephew coming to town. It's the Kroger Performing Arts Center, Columbia, South Carolina. That's July the 1st. Jump off your 4th of July weekend with the nephew. Friday night, July 1st. That's the Kroger Performing Arts Center in Columbia, South Carolina. All minds clear? Did y'all like that one? Was it good for you? Laugh.
Yes, Pastor. Yes,
Go on.
It was good for the soul.
Yeah.
Give
It is
yourself your
good
accolades. Go ahead.
for the soul. Yes, I'm ignorant Monday through Friday in the morning, but I'm sexy Friday night. You can catch me on Ready to Love on the OWN network. Yes, if you want to catch stupid and sexy at the same time, it's Friday. Friday morning, I'm straight stupid. Friday evening, sexy as all get out on Ready to Love on
It's
network.
just
Catch
stupid.
it, boy.
Excuse me. It's just stupid.
No, it's stupid and sexy. It's stupid and sexy. all the same time. Yeah.
tell you.
Hey, you know
Well,
what, man?
I'll-
Let's do this, man.
Okay.
Why don't you watch this?
Say it again?
Watch this right here. Watch this right
What?
here. Why don't you let's switch for a day? Let me be a judge for a day. You ready to love for a day? How about that?
You
Let's
must
switch
be
for a
out
day.
your damn mind.
That would be fun.
When we
Must
switch,
be
we gonna
out
switch
your-
checks too. We gonna switch
That's
checks.
why we're not gonna switch.
Really?
Oh, I like your show. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like your
you
show,
like
but you got yeah. But see, you need a few more years on TV. You got to get your rate up before we switch.
All right.
You gonna get there. You gonna get there. It just take a few years. That's all.
All right, coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter, the subject on-campus clowning. We'll get into that right after this. Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject on-campus clowning. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a single mother of an honor student that got a full-ride scholarship to a predominantly white college in the Northeast. We're Southerners, and he was raised with Southern manners. He moved into the dorms and found out he had a black roommate, and he was excited. His roommate is a Northeasterner, and he's a bit rough around the edges. Within 2 months, my son had used my credit card to buy new clothes, and he no longer said yes, ma'am, when we talked. He said that was slave talk, and he wasn't with that. After 4 months on campus, I got a call from the hall director at his dorm because he and his roommate had been smoking weed. He said it was the first time trying it, and he said he couldn't promise that he wouldn't do it again. He also told me that he'd met a female and she was mixed. I told him to send me a picture, and he sent a selfie, and she looked all white to me. He's gotten in trouble for this girl being in his room after curfew, and all I can do is tell him to be careful. I didn't prepare my son for this, but his street smart roommate is more than happy to pick up the slack for me. He's usually in the background on the phone, talking loudly and using profanity while I'm trying to talk to my son. Even though I felt my son didn't deserve it yet, his father decided he could have his car on campus. 2 days after he got it, he and the girl were caught having sex in the car. I let his father handle that, and all I did was pray for him. He is on campus clowning, and I don't know what to do. He's not the young man I raised. His father has told me it will all be fine as long as our son's grades don't drop. Is this normal, or should I pop up often to see what he's up to? It seems to me, Mom, one of the problems you're having is the fact that he's from the South and he's up north. Naturally, yeah, you should worry about him. You didn't raise him this way. I understand your concern. I think you did a great job as a mom and raised your son to the best of your ability. I mean, there are no manuals, no instructions on having kids and, raising them. We just do the best we can. And most of the time, we bring them up in the way we were brought up, or, sometimes even the opposite. But most of the time, we raise our kids like we were were raised. And we all want better for our kids. And you did that. I mean, he's an honor student with a full ride scholarship. Very impressive. Again, I think you've done a great job, Mom. You're a praying mother. So keep doing what you're doing as far as that's concerned. And you got to stop worrying. I mean, yeah, he's wilding at school right now with this girl and in the car that his father gave him, having sex. And, what you don't want is for the school to make any more phone calls. You don't want your son to lose a scholarship. You don't want your son, for his grades to drop and all of that. So, yeah, he does need supervision, but, that's what kids do when they go to college. They don't have that supervision, so they do wild. I think it would help in this situation if his father were more involved. His father seems to think, it's going to all be fine. But I do think that his father should have more of a presence, maybe, I don't know how he was throughout his life. I see now that he gave him a car to go to school, but I think that would help if you guys had to sit down with your son and try to talk to him and tell him what's at stake, what he could possibly lose. Maybe he'll listen and, get it together. I think you should talk to your ex-husband or your baby daddy, your son's father about this, because you definitely don't want any more calls from school or your son to lose a scholarship because he's up in the north wilding. Steve?
This is a common problem.
Yeah.
This is a common letter. This is a common situation. Take all the surprise out for those of you that are about to send children to college. Take all the surprise out. Oh my God, how could he? He from the South. He done went up to the Northeast. Yeah, I don't give a damn. My college was 40 miles from my house. Didn't have a damn thing to do when I was a Southern and went up north.
Right.
I went straight buck wild. 40 miles from my damn house with all white roommates, to the point where after the 2 weeks was over, they was down there in line. I walked past, I saw them all in line. I said, hey man, what y'all doing down here? They looked all ashamed and stuff. They was in the damn room change line. I ain't understand that. Why they want to change room? I was too much for them. The black dude was down there being black. Somebody told me when you go to Kent State, you're going to have these 3 white roommates. It's going to be culture shock. For who? It ain't finna be for me. So, lady, I'm sorry. He went to an all-white university up north, and he's got excited when he found out his roommate was black. Great. He's a bit rough around the edges. He a hood boy. Within 2 months, my son had used my credit card to buy new clothes. And he no longer said, yes, ma'am, when we talked. He said that was slave talk. And he wasn't with that. That would have gotten my lips swole up to the size of my head. I said yes, ma'am, to my mama till she passed. I don't know where slave talk came from. This the way you're going to talk to your mama. Yeah, you can call it slave talk or whatever you want to, but that's the way we're doing it. So just ask better get to slaving.
Goodness.
That's what don't come in here with that mess. We come back, I'll straighten this whole letter out very easy.
All right, Steve, thank you. Coming up at 23 minutes after the hour, part 2 of Steve's response to the letter for today, on-campus clowning. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is on-campus clowning.
This lady's upset because she didn't send her son to college up north. All-white university, a full ride scholarship. He's an honor student. He gets excited because he has a black roommate. And then he walks in and the black roommate has been a bad influence on him, so you think. You think it's because you from the South and you sent him up north. Like I said, I was 40 miles from my house and the same thing happened here. And it ain't had nothing. I went to college up north and was a northerner from the South. So I am this letter, but he said, you said when y'all talk, he don't say use yes ma'am no more because he say that slave talking, he ain't with that. Well, okay. I don't know who you think paying for all this here, but your ass better get to slaving. After 4 months on campus, I got a call from the hall director in his dorm because he and his roommate had been smoking weed. Oh, Lord. Now, he said it was his first time, but then he also told you he can't promise you he ain't gonna do it again. So now your little boy up there smoking weed. A lot of people smoke weed. That's common. Mostly everybody in my college smoked it. Yeah, it's all right. He'll be all right. Okay, so now he's smoking weed and he finna smoke it again. He also told you that he met a female, she was mixed. You told him to send you a picture, he sent you a selfie. She look all white to me. It's cause she is. She's white mixed up with the black dude, which is your son. That's what he meant by mixed. She has mixed feelings about race. That's what he meant by mixed. That's okay, he's dating a white girl. That ain't no big deal. He's gotten in trouble for this girl being in his room after curfew. And all I could do is tell him to be careful. Yes, ma'am. That's all you could tell him. I didn't prepare my son for this, but his street smart roommate is more than happy to pick up the slack for me. Well, let's thank God for the roommate then. See, you mad at the roommate, but you just said he picking up slack because you didn't prepare your son for none of this. Matter of fact, you sheltered him. And thus the problem we have. You have a sheltered child that went to college and now he get to do like he want to do. You cannot shelter these children, folks, because when you let them out the gate, when you do open the gate, their ass is gone. You ain't gonna be able to find them in the field. When you keep them locked in, I had a partner named Butch. Boy, when he got to college, he was everything. Woo! This boy was, man, he went to Central State, we went to Kent State. Going to see him was wonderful. Then he went to Ohio State. I just love going to see this boy. He had so much stuff going on. The girls that was in his room, I just was just thanking the Lord for him. Anyway, he's usually on the background of his phone talking loudly and using profanity while I'm trying to talk to my son. This is the roommate. And even though I felt my son didn't deserve it yet, his father decided he could have his car on campus. That was a mistake. 2 days after he got it, he and the girl were caught having sex in the car. Well, okay. What did you think he was going to do with the car? See, in college, it ain't just a car. It ain't just transportation. It's a motor inn.
RV.
It's a motor inn. It's lodging. It's everything. I let his father handle that, and all I did was pray for him. There you go. He's on campus clowning, and I don't know what to do. This is not the young man I raised. It is. It is the young man you raised. Except you raised him and you sheltered him. So now this is the result of the sheltering. See, when you ain't there to watch him, he get to do what he want to do. So he been thinking all this stuff while he was in high school. He just got a chance to do it now. And he like white girls too. He knew that back in high school. He went right on up there and got him one. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let that boy live. He's gonna be all right. Huh. His father has told me it'll all be fine as long as our son's grades don't drop. Now, that's where the daddy wrong at, because if you don't think your grades finna take a drop, you sadly mistaken about this right here. You all out here having sex in a car, smoking weed. All this is too new to you. He don't even know how to place this stuff in the proper order. He having sex, he got breaking curfew, smoking weed, cussing. He don't like slave talk no more. You ain't yes, ma'am. That first report card y'all got, could you send it to me? Because I promise you, he ain't number little Steve Harvey.
You want to see his GPA?
Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for a minute. Then he going to get himself together when he see his future slipping out the window. So he going to go through this phase. He going to get in a little bit of trouble. He might even get on academic pro, but it's hard to go from honor roll to academic pro. It's very easy for me. I was a C student in high school. Immediately went to a very low D in college. Immediately.
Please don't do that.
Immediately. I went to a very low D in college. Fought like a dog.
How is this about you?
Well, that's who this letter is. Yeah. I'm telling you, Shirley. That college boy, woo! You got to get that academic probation put on you before you make the adjustment. You realize you ain't coming back. They put it on me so many times. Whew, if Finally, they just sent a letter to the house saying, hey, man, please don't bring your ass.
All
back
right.
down.
Thank you. Please leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand as well. Now, coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Junior and Sports Talk. Junior, what you got?
Okay, Shirley, but let me remind everybody that in 30 days, June 4th is going down the Curious Hope 5K Fun Walk and Fun Run. We'll be having at the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge in Dallas, Texas. Go to curioushope.org. The 4th year. Thank everybody who comes out, man. It's such a great event. We got a day party too this year. I love music. Day party happening at Zendaga. So after the race, go have some fun, listen to some great music, and hang out with me. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm doing this 4th year. This is gonna be great. All right now, NBA last night was let's say the Bucks and Celtics. Celtics won. Is tied at 1-1 the series. The Celtics 109-86. This pretty much was just a runaway game. Jaylen Brown hit 25 in the first half, and Tatum finished with 29. So 30 for Brown, 29 for Tatum. The Greek Freak, 28, not enough to get it done. But then let's get to the game of the night, the best one I've seen. This series is going to be a tough one. It's also tied at 1 apiece. All I know is that the Warriors and the Grizzlies series will be the one to watch, because Ja Morant, this boy dropped 47 last night, was like it wasn't nothing. Scoring, I'm talking about at will. Shot going down, working the paint, in and out. I just think he's the next generation of point guard. You know, Curry had a good game, 27. Thompson with 12, and Wiggins with 16. It just was one of the biggest things to talk about was the loss of Gary Payton the second for the Golden State Warriors. Dylan Brooks had a flagrant foul too, ejected from the game. But the crazy part about the play, though, Carla, this he was in the air.
Yeah.
Gary Payton the second was in the air, and from behind, Dylan Brooks swipes at him, and he hits the hardwood and fractured his elbow.
That's dirty. That was dirty.
So, you know, everybody's saying he's not a dirty player. That was a dirty play, because there's a code they go by while you're playing in the NBA, and you should really not want to. You know, they were already down 8-0, so this is gonna be their first 2 points, and you fouled him, and he fractured the elbow, and now this you don't know what the impact that this can have. That's why everybody's so upset, because he may not be able to play ball again. We don't know. He out for the rest of this season. He's been in the league. You know, we don't know what it is. I mean, that's why you don't do it.
Legend. Yeah.
Dad, I know. I mean, Gary, give me the ball. You know, Gary Payton. But, man, they tied the series at 1-1. I just found out, man. I saw Lil Boosie at the game last night sitting courtside.
Not Lil Boosie courtside.
Yeah, Lil Boosie courtside. I know one thing, too. The theme song and the fight song for the Memphis Grizzlies is from Hustle and Flow. Whoop that trick.
Whoop that trick, yeah. Let's go to a Grizzly game, y'all.
You get to a Grizzlies game. So, so that's our sports for the day.
All right.
We're going to
Whoop that
trick.
Yeah, great job as usual,
Howard.
Junior. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the month of May is National Barbecue Month, guys, and the weather is perfect for it right now. What is your favorite thing to grill? Is it ribs? Is it chicken? Is it burgers? And here's another question. Who's better at grilling? You, Steve? You, Tommy? But Junior, do you barbecue at your place?
Hell no, I can't barbecue here. You know the codes that's against this building 5 will be on 5. I get the barbecue in here. I can't do none of that.
Not at the apartment.
You know what I mean? 5 apartment be out here. I'm on the 3rd floor. That ceiling gonna be full of smoke. I can't do none of that. Nah.
All right, come on.
Oh, you grilled recently, huh? Did you grill recently?
Yeah, you know, Shirley, don't even ask that question, okay? Just let us talk about grilling, because this is, don't even do that.
Well, both of you say you can grill, and Tommy cooks. We know that.
I don't have the high-end grills he has. He got grills I didn't even know existed.
I'm older. I've been
you
doing
still
it
have
longer.
to have skills.
Yeah, he got some skills.
Yeah, does it grill for you?
Well,
does he grill for me?
Does the high-end grill that you mentioned, it's
gonna help now.
Skills to grill.
You still gotta
you gotta have some good equipment, you know.
Okay.
You ain't smoking on no Weber with the wheels on it. with the 2 back wheels and the 2 stick legs. And
I done smoked some good ribs on that, though. That thing.
Yeah, okay, well, good luck. I don't know how you controlling the damn heat. Good luck.
So what's your specialty? What's your secret?
I want to hear it.
The rub, the seasoning.
My secret is the temperature.
Okay.
That's my secret, is the temperature.
Get it really hot?
Not really hot. What, about 275, dog? What you talking about?
At max 275. I don't let it get up to 3. 280, I try to back it down a little bit. 275, 250. Woo.
And what are we grilling? Are we grilling?
I do everything, Shirley. I'm smoking chickens. I'm doing ribs. Whole chickens, quarters.
Are we doing beef or pork ribs?
Both.
Oh, it's beef.
Don't nobody really fool with beef. That's
man, nobody finna sit there with this big, giant, hard ass, tough ass piece of meat. Nobody finna be out here with all this here. Oh, and I told y'all before, once you put pork on an open fire with charcoal, it loses all pork properties. It is no longer pork. I'm telling you, baby, listen to me. Once you take a slab of pork ribs, put them on a grill with charcoal at a certain temperature for a certain amount of time, it loses all pork properties and becomes a separate meat item called barbecue.
Barbecue.
I said barbecue.
It's barbecue, Shirley. It's not barbecue. Barbie like a white girl. Barbie. No, it's Bobby. BOBBY -Q. I barbecue.
Like Bobby Brown?
Yeah. That's how I barbecue. BOBBY -Q. That's what I'm out here doing. Now, if you're out here barbecuing, out here roasting corn and all that, get your ass off my grill. You got all this stuff on these skewers and stuff. Get your ass off of my grill.
And beef ribs take way too long, Shirley. We don't want to smoke that.
Oh,
that's too much.
I ain't out here. Now, we'll smoke a pork butt. Woo! See, it's 1 hour per pound. If you got a 9-pound bone-in butt, you inject it with juice, you rub it, you wrap it in foil, you put it in your smoker at 225, 250, and you leave it in there for 1 hour for every pound. So that's 9 hours. Then you take it out. You take the butt out, and then you wrap it in foil 6 times.
Ooh, that's a big butt.
Yeah. That's what I like them like that. And then you put it back in there, and you do half of that, 4.5 hours. When you take it out, you could take some clamps and pull that bone right out.
That's a moist butt there. That's a moist butt.
It's moist. Moist, juicy butt.
No, we gotta go.
Full of flavor.
More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show 20 minutes right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I think all of us have this fear if we work this morning shift, oversleeping and being late for work.
I don't have that fear, Shirley. I don't.
You don't have that fear?
Mm-mm. I don't have that fear.
I do. So the question is, how many alarms do you set in the morning to make sure you're on time for work?
I got 2.
You have 2 alarms?
2.
Yeah.
Tommy?
Yeah, I have 2. You don't have that fear, Steve, that if we oversleep, if we see daylight for us, it's on daylight.
I just did that the other day. I just did it the other day.
Yes.
Woke up mad at you guys because you didn't call me.
Ain't no sense in rushing if you see that daylight. Ain't no sense
for us, morning radio, man.
Oh, no, I woke up one time and saw daylight. I knocked the lamps over and everything. Fell over the rug.
Right, morning radio.
So you say you set 2, Tommy. Carla, you set 2. What about you, Junior?
4.
You set 4. Okay.
Yeah, I said
and
4
you, Steve?
I usually don't set the alarm, but if I do, I only need 1. I just wake up. I'm up early anyway.
But Junior, 4?
4.
Yeah, well, you know, I got.
Well, he got sickle cell.
I got to. Yeah, I was just about to say that because I got to do pre-temperature checks. I I got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Each alarm tell me what I got to do first.
Yeah,
he got average. Most Americans set 4 alarms. Most of them.
4.
Most Americans.
But see, that people don't like their job, though.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in 33 minutes. After, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather get a tattoo on your neck or go home wearing glitter residue? A tattoo or glitter, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to go home with that glitter residue.
I can
try to work through some things.
Don't you get glitter at the strip club?
Yeah, B. I'm not, no.
Yeah. I can say I was down there at the craft place. What's the name of that craft place?
Hobby Lobby, Michael's.
Hobby Lobby.
DJ Designs.
Something like that.
Michael's. Yeah, you got Michael's.
Thank you.
Another lie. Here we go.
I could tell them I was playing with the grandkids before I came in there. They keep glitter on their ass somewhere.
Another lie.
With this tattoo on my neck? No, we're not doing that.
All right. Moving on to, would you rather dive into 12 feet of icy water or sit in a scalding hot tub?
Don't even ask me.
Scalding hot?
Scalding hot tub or 12 feet of icy water.
Can I get right back out the water once I get in?
Yeah, you got to get out that water. You're going to die now.
Yep.
But don't athletes get in that, Steve?
I have to get in that icy water. I can't sit in that scalding. There's no way I can. There's no way I can lower Roscoe down in that hot ass water. He just not finished.
Any way.
I'm not gonna deliberately cook my own ass. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna just deliberately cook myself.
All right. Would you rather fly 8 hours?
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
It's actually R&R, like Rolls Royce. It's like Roscoe Russell is his name. Go ahead, we don't have to get into it. He's the
so
Rolls
glad I
Royce.
asked.
Anyway.
High
Yes, so
performance,
glad I asked.
high performance vehicle.
All right. Would you rather fly 8 hours in a middle seat or drive 2 hours in a thunderstorm?
I'm not fooling with that storm. No, I'm in that middle seat. I'm just
8
gonna
hours.
ride it
That
out.
storm.
You in that storm?
I'm gonna drive in this storm, dog.
I'm in the storm.
I'm not finna sit up in here for 8 hours.
Cruising.
I see y'all when I get there then. I'm sorry. All this lightning and carrying on. I'm not.
Dog, hey Tommy, I hope your ass be in that middle seat and run into the storm that I'm driving.
That you try to avoid.
Yeah. Now you up there holding on to everybody on each side of you.
All right. Last one. Would you rather have really big front teeth or really big eyes?
Shirley.
Question for you. That's a question for you, not
Shirley,
us.
you got both.
Would you rather?
Shirley, you got really big front teeth and big ass eyes. Did you write this question yourself?
You take
Well,
one off.
Shirley, which one you want to live without? Would you rather
did
get rid
this
of
to
your eyes
yourself.
or your teeth?
You did this to yourself.
That's cold, Shirley.
I hate them all. All right, we'll be back with our last break of the day, and we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, this is to our ladies in the Steve Harvey Nation. Please join me and Carla this afternoon for our Seagram's Escape Happy Hour in honor of all the moms out there. It is our Mother's Day Happy Hour. It is today at 4 p.m. Eastern on Steve Harvey FM's Facebook Live. We'll share our new favorite peach Bellini cocktail. We're calling it the Mimosa. We'll answer your questions live. We'll do all of that. Thank you, Carla. That is today at 4 p.m. Eastern on Facebook at Steve Harvey FM. It is brought to you by Seagram's Escape.
So my closing remarks today is going to be a simple Ask Steve segment. Anybody on the show with the question can begin right now.
I think Junior said he had one.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question, You know, because you had so many businesses, what's the business that you knew wasn't gonna work when you got into it? Like, what business did you have that you're not really proud to say you had that one?
Carpet installation.
What?
When did you have that?
You had too many jobs.
25. I knew that wasn't gonna work. I had a carpet installation company, and I couldn't install the carpet. I had hired an old wino that knew how to do it. Boy, his ass leaving so many buckles in them people's rugs. I was sitting there on the first job just looking at him, just kicking carpet, just buckles all in this people's carpet. I said, Lord, I'm not. This is not going to work. Yeah. Next question.
Here's the question, Steve. You know, just like Junior said, you know, you have so many jobs, you're doing so much. Do you ever think about slowing down? You know, I mean,
yeah, for the first time. This is the year I've considered slowing down because I'm getting older, man, and working as hard is getting a little bit harder to do. So I am thinking about cutting back some. I just don't know how. I got a funny job though. They actually pay me to stay. That's what's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Every time I talk about leaving, somebody goes, "We'll give you this if you stay." All right, then.
That wasn't hard.
Yeah, that's what's hard.
It's been happening for
They
a
knew
while.
how to get you.
Yeah. Tommy?
I got one. What do you have a bucket list?
Oh, for sure.
Does Steve have a bucket? What's on your bucket list?
It's on my phone.
Morgan
right
Freeman
now.
was in that movie.
Phone full of bucket list.
Give me 3 of them.
I'll give you 3 of them. To become an investment banker, that's one.
Really?
Yeah, I know you're surprised about that. That would
Very.
really shock you.
I'm
To become an
stunned.
investment banker.
So if I go into Wells Fargo, you're gonna be sitting at the desk.
I can't tell you at what level, but somewhere working between governments around the world is on my bucket list.
No, we see that.
Kinda
We
see that.
in the
Yeah, I
movie.
can. Yeah.
Global, doing your thing.
Yeah.
And just my main goal in life now is changing minds and changing lives. I want to
see that.
help so many young people, man, get it together and learn the principles of success so they can go on. Because like at the top of my list is to create 10,000 millionaires. That's my goal. Is to create 10,000 millionaires. Show 10,000 people how it's done. Who's willing to listen?
Great question, Tommy, about the bucket list. I also want to point out that Morgan
Carla.
Freeman starred in that movie. Thank
Nobody
you.
cares.
cares about no
Like
damn
that.
Morgan Freeman.
It's about Morgan
Oh.
Freeman movie.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my question. What's the last lie you told?
Oh, don't do that.
Yesterday.
I didn't say when.
Well, at
What
least it
was
wasn't today.
I'm gonna tell one today. Soon as I get at my other job. Oh, trust me.
So what was it? Okay, tell us what was it about. if you can.
Well, for the first time ever, I had to leave my job early because I wasn't feeling good, yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't feeling good on radio yesterday, but I forced
Stayed
to. But
the
I had
whole
to
show.
leave. Yeah, but I had to leave Family Feud early yesterday. They had several nurses and doctors looking out for me up there, and the doctor asked me a question. What did he ask me? And I lied to him.
Lied to the doctor.
Yeah, because it ain't your business. What did you? I don't know
How is
you,
he gonna
dog.
help you? What do you mean it's not his business?
I don't know you, dog.
It's part of your medical history. Don't wonder what, dog. I ain't gonna see you no more. You ain't my doctor.
But
I
he
told him,
is
so
a
he asked
doctor.
me,
and
have you
you're
ever
sick.
had high blood pressure? I said, no. I don't know a black dude that ain't got it. I'm sitting there going, no. Yeah.
I'm starting to notice a pattern with you. It's like, is it always your first move just to go against whatever's asked to you? Do you must do that?
I was voted in high
Yes.
school, Junior, most difficult.
Obviously.
I'm not
Not
finna
high
play this with you. I let everybody know off the dribble I ain't with it. That way if it go down, I said I wasn't with it.
This is not high school.
No, I don't give a damn. This real life, which is even better now.
Yes.
You coming here with some foolishness with me. I said I wasn't with it. Everybody know that.
You on record with it.
I'm on record. I ain't with it. And then, then I come back around slowly. But first, man, it's usually no.
You do. I must say, you do.
Yeah.
After knowing
Be
you for
consistent.
20-something years, you do.
Yes.
Well, folks, those are my closing remarks. A simple Ask Steve segment. Listen, hey, Don't forget, everybody, talk to God today. He would absolutely love to hear from you. There's no greater relationship than the relationship with your Creator. Form it today, and you don't need anybody's permission. Just start talking to him. He's always here.